Alright, so we back. This is AJA. What's going on, boys and girls? I'm going to show you how to make your own kit in Beat Thang hardware. And this is where the real fun and the real power starts coming out in Beat Thang hardware. Is the ability to load your own samples, the ability to make your own kits. So how do you do that? Well, I'm going to show you. Check it out. First thing you're going to do is you're going to hit the kit button. It's going to start blinking. It'll switch it from pattern mode to kit mode. Now you can listen to all the kits that are in here if you want, just by scrolling through here and, you know, checking out what we've got going on. And the way to do that is just grab that data wheel on the right and start twisting it. And then you can just pick a kit, boom, load it. Check out some of the sounds that's on it. You can edit that kit by simply hitting the edit button, or you can make a new kit. I'm going to show you how to make a new kit. And the way to do that is just to click the new button right here while you're in kit mode. It takes you to the edit screen. Now I can use my cursor button or knob here to scroll over here to choose my sound. You can see it says sample or it says group. Well, I guess the first thing you want to do is actually pick a pad. So let's pick pad 0, or you can pick with any pad that you want, but to pick a pad that you want to put your sound on, you just click that pad, and then you just twist this knob right here while it's on sample. And then you can scroll through your different categories here. So in this case, I want a kick drum, so I'm just gonna scroll till I get to my kick drums, right? Let's see here, kicks. Or I can scroll one at a time through my different kicks till I find what I'm looking for. So I got my kick drums here. And then I can scroll through my list here, find which one that I want to use. Let's do bust. So that's my kick. I got my kick assigned to pad 0 here. Now there's a few things along here on the bottom I want to show you. If I click on this button right here, it'll take me to my volume screen. So I can turn up the volume for that kick drum. I could pan it left or right. I could change the pitch on it. -4 is good. And then I could click more. I could turn it to trigger, re-trigger, one shot, or gate. Well, what does that do? Re-trigger starts the sound from the beginning every time you hit the pad. One shot, it basically plays the sound out all the way through every time you hit the pad. And gate basically only plays the pad as long as you're holding down the button. So for a kick drum, I would set that to re-trigger. If it was a loop, I might want to set that to gate. That way the loop only plays if I'm holding down the key. Then I've got cutoff and resonance, which just add different characteristics to the sound. You can experiment with that, and you'll get different sounds when you twist the knobs on those. Click more again, I've got delay and reverb send, so I can send that kick to the delay or to the reverb. Just like that, or I could turn that off. I got attack, decay, sustain, release, which these are envelopes, and you'll just have to experiment with these, but they make the sound do different things. It's another way to edit your sounds. And you know, say if I want that kick to be real tight, see, I could set my decay to 25, no sustain, no release, make that kick real tight. I could click more. And then I've got my start and my end point, so I can edit the waveform right on the screen just by clicking on start point, twisting the knob, or clicking the end point and twisting the knob. And I've also got auto chop, but this is a kick drum, so it's already chopped up. We'll show you auto chop in a different tutorial, but this is where it lives. I click more again, and I've got my start and end point velocities and voice groups. Well, I'll show you what voice groups do in a minute, so let's keep building this track. But basically, or building this kit. Basically what the start and end point velocities do is allows me to layer my kicks or snares or claps or whatever, and then pick the velocity that it triggers on. So I could go to layer 2 here by just selecting this layer. Let's say if I want to put some kind of hit or stab on top of that kick, or combine 2 kicks. What I would do is I just highlight layer and then use the data button to go to layer 2. And then I can take like I don't know, some other kind of sound, like maybe like a synth sound or something like that, and layer it. Let's just pick one random. See how it added that snare, or added that synth to that kick, and then I can set the volume for that snare, the volume for that synth too. So now I've got two layers. I got the kick on layer 1, and then I got the synth on layer 2. Simple, easy. Then I go to pad 2 here. I want to make a snare, right? So all I'm gonna do is scroll in here to my snares, pick a snare, you know, something maybe like BR snare. I don't know what that is. Set the volume of it. Now say I don't like that snare. Well, I can twist the knob and pull up the groups, or I can just use the buttons to go one at a time. Perfect. Now I can go to pad 3, maybe put like a clap on there. So I'll just scroll over till I find my claps. Pull the volume up on that. Maybe find a hi-hat. Scroll back over here to my samples. Twist my knob here. And now we're looking for hi-hats. Hi-hats. Maybe tick. Load. Pull my volume up. Now let's say I want to copy this sound to the next pad. The way I do that, we'll just click the pad I want to copy, hit insert copy, click the pad I want to copy to, hit it again, overwrite that current pad, yes. Now I've got the same sound on 2 pads. But let's say I want to make that an open hi-hat. I just keep scrolling here until I find the one. Okay, now let's go back to voice group. So you want to make that open hi-hat shut when you click this. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So all I have to do is click the more button here until I get to what it says voice group. And I can turn voice group to M1 on this pad, M1 on this pad. That way, feel me? So pad 1 closes pad 3. Now if I had a different hi-hat or something like over here on these other ones, I could set this pad to voice group 3 and this pad to voice group 3. You've got 7 mute groups. Is what we call them, mute groups. So one pad that basically turns off the other pad. So basically there's my there's my kit. And let's say I wanted to take this snare right here and I wanted to make it go, you know what I'm saying? I want to come down in the pitch from the high pitch to the low pitch. You know what I'm talking about. So I just like I would just click copy that snare, and I'm gonna bank up to go to a different bank, an empty bank. I'll put that on pad 12. Hit insert copy again. Overwrite current pad, yes. Okay, there's that snare. Now I can use another feature called key span. What key span does, let's just scroll over to it with the more. You'll see that it's the last thing. It says key span here. I just click that, and then I can say, okay, I want that to go to all the way down to this pad right here, and I want it to end maybe at this bank, C4. And then I just click complete. And now see? So that's how to take one sample and spread it across the keys. Now you could do that with instruments, you could do that with any kind of sound. It could be a kick drum or whatever. Let's say I like that kit, I want to save it. All I have to do is click save and name it. I can name it, let's call it D1 Let's give a little shout out to D12. You know what I'm saying? I can name it the D12 kit, whatever. I could save it to my SD card or to the device. Save it to my SD card. Boom. And anytime I want to find that kit, there it is, right there. And I can click load. And I'll say, I like it. So I'm ready to make a beat with that kit. I'm going to show you a secret, something real, a cool, convenient way to just take that kit and then put it onto an empty track and make a beat out of it right after you do it. So I just saved it, and basically, watch on the box here, watch me do this. All I have to do is hold down Edit, and then click Pattern, and then boom, it puts that kit on a blank track, and I'm ready to make a beat out of it. I can set my tempo here to like 98 or 97, 96, whatever I want it to be. Hit record and play, just like this. Boom, boom. Those claps in there. Then I'll put that snare roll coming down on the top of it. Watch. Just like that. Simple. But the cool thing is that I'm able to go back to that pattern, right? I can say that pattern while it's playing. Just name it J pattern, just for quicks. Let's call it, or maybe since I already have one name now, let's call it JAX. Save it. So I save it, and then boom, there it is. There's my beat. Now, if I ever want to go back, I can have that beat playing. Let's say I want to do the reverse. Let's say I want to edit that kit while the beat's playing. Well, I just highlight it, go to the track where that kit is at. I can even leave it playing. And then all I have to do is hold down Edit and click Kit, the reverse, right? Kit mode's gonna blink. The beat's gonna keep playing. Take it a second, it's thinking, it's figuring things out. Now, I'm back in kit edit mode while that beat is playing, and I can maybe run through a different snare, change that clap, highlight that, I can change the pitch of that snare. Even change the kick. I could change the volumes. So it's another way to edit your kit while the beat's playing. So if you want to fine tune it or whatever. And then all you have to do is hit save, and it saves that kit, exit out, and I'm back to my pattern. I can keep recording, keep adding to it. So it's real easy. So that's the way to basically create a kit, assign it to a pattern, or take a pattern and then edit that kit while the pattern's playing. Now, if I want to make a new pattern, I'll show you how to find that kit again. I just click new on pattern, scroll over here to where the empty kit thing is, and I can find that kit in my list here. Same way I could find any other kit. I think I named it like D12 or something like that. Boom, there it is. Just like that. So it's real flexible and easy. You don't have to do a lot. You can get right into it and build your kit, make a beat out of it instantly. And then once you're making that beat, oh man, I want a different sound. I want a different snare. That snare's not loud enough, whatever. Boom, you can go right back into it, edit it right there on the fly while the beat's playing. Pretty powerful stuff. So that's how to make a kit on Beat Thang and how to edit it. So check the next tutorial. We're going to get into some other funky stuff. It's AJA. Peace.